What is going on, everybody? What is going on? We are now live. This is another live edition of S.A.D, something about Dynamite here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel as well, over on twitch.tv/ Around the Point. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share it through social media wherever it is that you share videos. I apologize for the delay. I apologize for that. Um, I am by myself today. It is I am Steve. Back in case you missed it yesterday, I did make my return back here on the channel. But what's going on, everybody? Feels good to be back finally, back here at home and the comfort of my own home, back in this chair, back in front of this microphone. Feels great. Mike is not here, so I'm just doing this by myself today. It's fine. It's fine. This might just very well be a very, very short review episode, if you will, of AEW Dynamite from last night, June 28th, 2023. As you can probably tell, I am still exhausted for all the bullshit that I had to go through these last couple of days. But here we are. Here we are. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I thought last night's AEW Dynamite show was very skippable, to be honest. I'm not saying it was a bad show by no means at all. I don't want to come on right now and upset the freakazoids by no means at all either. I just thought the show was nothing to go really crazy about. Yes, it's the post uh Forbidden Door show. They showed highlights of what happened throughout the show as well. Keep that in mind too. If you have questions for me, feel free to drop in your questions down below in the chat and I'll answer them as well as I go through this review. Yes, Armand, it was meh. It really, really was. What's going on, Dolores? Hope all is well with you. You have Safed in the chat. What's going on, man? Of course, Brandon Brown writes here. Um, we know Steve's back when the show don't start on time. Welcome back. Uh Glad you're back home safe and get a refund on your ticket. That's crazy. All them cancellations. Yeah, it was. It really was, but that's nor here or there right now. Um, but yeah, I mean, that was Dynamite, right? There's a lot of stuff that happened. We'll get into this as well. But again, let me know your thoughts as well. What did you like about the show? What did you not like about Dynamite last night? Let me know in the chat as well. So the show opened up with Tomohiro Ishii versus John Moxley. I thought overall it was a good way to kick off the show. The two guys that went out there beat the holy hell out of each other. You did have the Blackpool Combat Club outside the ring as well. But again, just a good back and forth. Um, and when it was all said and done, John Moxley did pick up the win. Um, but again, just a very good opener. Again, these two guys are known to just go out there and just beat the hell out of each other. So that's what I expected here. And of course, Moxley got it to win, like I just mentioned moments ago. Eddie Kingston came out after this, and he was there too. He was actually there also throughout the match. He was there, I believe. Um, and this confrontation as well with him and Claudio. Um, and he continues to be critical of his friend for the way he has conducted business in the group, right? And also later on in the show, like if you noted, there's still that confrontation between Claudia, my bad, Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Just that back and forth, and Renee Paquette had to get involved, and I look forward to seeing where all this goes. To be honest with you, I look forward to seeing where all this goes and all that stuff. Um, so from there we go to the six-man tag of Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, and Angelo Parker versus Orange Cassidy, who is the international champion, Keith Lee, and El Hijo del Vikingo. I'll be honest, this to me screamed AEW Rampage. This should have been on an episode of AEW Rampage, and everyone knows
Is the
already.
hashtag AEW Rampage after it? Like, no one's watching that, dude.
Yeah.
Stop.
Exactly. No one's watching it. I'm sorry. No one's watching that shit. Read some comments here as well. I need more of the I need more of the NJPW style of wrestling on Dynamite. I really like the first match. It's awesome. Very awesome. The Jungle Boy promo was cringeworthy. We'll get into that in a little bit too. I just want to know what was the purpose of the 6-man tag? I don't get it. Like Keith Lee came out. He's no longer rocking the grandpa look. He dyed his hair black again. If you're gonna tell me that, hey, it's the way to showcase Vikingo in Canada, by all means. But no, I just don't think this 6-man tag was needed at all. When it was all said and done, Keith Lee, Vikingo, and Orange Cassidy picked up the win. They were celebrating. Again, it just felt like a match that was not needed at all. I didn't care for it. And I like Vikingo. I like Orange Cassidy. Keith Lee, it's hit and miss. It's become hit and miss for me. All right. But yeah, that's my honest opinion on that. From there we go to it looked like, so backstage we did see there was a confrontation between the Elite and the Dark Order, and they're confronting each other. Basically it was Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and fucking John Silver. They're confronting Hangman Adam Page. Oh, you left us for the Elite. We were there for you during your dark time. And that's how this match has started. This is the purpose of all this, right? Thought this match was okay. Okay, nothing really to go crazy for, nothing to go like, oh my god, all right. Like again, you've seen a Young Bucks match, you've seen them all. I'm sorry, that's just the way that it is. There was a moment in this match though where Adam Page was very hesitant to fight, to basically fight to fight Evil Uno. There were moments where he was very hesitant to hit the buckshot lariat on his friends, whatever you want to call them. But eventually, I guess he did, right? Did he eventually do that? I think, yeah. So yeah. But when it was all said and done, Moxley, Yuta, and Claudio attacked the Elite and left them bloodied, and challenged them to a blood and guts match on July 19th episode of Dynamite from Boston at T-Mobile Arena. That's what's happening. That's what's gonna go down. Boston, TD Garden Arena. Blood and guts. Now, as you guys know, and I hate that I'm repeating this, right? I was supposed to get a blood and guts. Didn't happen. Did not happen at all. Big Mike was able to go to blood and guts, and now Boston is getting a fucking blood and guts.
Fuck!
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's how I fucking feel about it. I'm in the mud. I'm in the fucking mud. Yeah, this might be a very short review. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. This is gonna be a very, very short review. Don't be upset with me. What else happened here? So yeah, to me, and I agree with Romeo here. I agree with Romeo. This was good drama, but definitely should have been advertised a week ahead to get people to tune in. And I agree with that. It just felt like it just felt rushed. It just felt rushed. I didn't really think we put this on the show. All right, save it for next week, or save it for a week or two. I was gonna say put it on Collision, but the EVPs are, they're very scared to be on the Saturday show, but that's besides the point. We know Evil Uno is more 1 million ratings draw. Yeah. The Elite versus Dark Order should have closed the show, but BCC wants the blood and guts. You could say that. I don't oppose that, but I just don't think you should have built this up for another week and then do the match. That's just me, of course, but that's nor here or there right now. From there we get Jungle Boy Jack Perry's promo. So they come out with his music, right? And he cuts everyone off, like, "Oh, stop the music. It's the last time we'll hear that, his theme song." Um, which that's nor here or there. He gets in the ring and again, the one thing you wanted to know is how will he cut his first heel promo, right? How this go about? What's gonna happen, right? Because we all know him on the mic, 9 times out of 10 really isn't it. It really, really isn't. All right. So how would he go about this now as a heel? I'll be honest. I'm gonna be very, very honest here. It was terrible. It was fucking the bleeding shits. It really, really was. Now, people are going to probably say right now, "Oh, Steve, give it a chance. It's only been a week." I get that. I get that. I think what he needs to work on is his the way he cuts these promos. Like, don't rush into it. Pause a little bit. Let people, get into it and then continue going. Because he talked about all the wildfire, how he gets these big checks and he's banging the baddest bitch on the roster. Like, wow, bro, what a fucking badass. But it just he didn't let it sink in. He didn't really let it sink in at all. Right. So then after his hook came out, they did this whole chasing scene. And Jungle Boy ran into his car and just dived into his car. Let me be correct here. And just left the fucking building. Also, throughout the show too, there was back and forth with MJF and Adam Cole. They have this new shirt, "Better Than You, Baby." It's so stupid, but whatever. I think they also announced AEW Grand Slam in September 20th, I believe. So there's that as well. I might not go to that show. I've already been to 2 of them. So yeah. The elite Jungle Boy should learn from Christian how to do a promo. Yeah, you could say that. I don't oppose to that at all. Um, yeah, I already read this comment already. I'm glad that Jack Perry is a heel, but he needs to improve on the mic. Yes, he does. I will say one more thing too. If he's gonna be a heel, we can't be calling him Jungle Boy. We can't. He can't. We can't be calling him fucking Jungle Boy. And no, I don't want to hear Jungle Man either. No, bro. Just call him Jack Perry. Just call him fucking Jack. Call him Jack Perry at this point in juncture if you're gonna make him a heel. This is Battle of New York. Eddie Kingston crowning moment. You have to be there. Just very well might. Who knows? Very might as well. Who knows? At this point, a lot's going on right now, so we'll see. So after this, we got Ruby Soho versus Alexia Nicole. This was a quick squash match. Because Britt Baker wasn't there. It was supposed to be Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho, I believe, in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament in the women's rounds, right? And Britt Baker had an illness, just like Adam Cole, I guess, during Forbidden Door. So she wasn't there. But that match is happening next week. So because of all this, they decided to have Ruby Soho in a squash match, which is fine. You want to give her momentum. You want to give her a little edge here, right? Like, oh my gosh, she beat up a jabroni, a tomato can, and now here she is against Britt Baker. So yeah. From there, we go to the main event. We go to the main event. We had Sting and Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara and the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, the fucking Painmaker, made his return to AEW because when the numbers have been low, because by the way, the ratings as well, I must say this now, right? They had Chris Jericho and Sting in the main event. And the rating came in. The rating is 809,000. They were number 3 in cable, and they had a .24, I guess, in the demo. 809,000. You know what that means?
No Millie.
Exactly. No fucking Millie, people. No Millie today. No Millie for AEW. And I'll be honest, I was surprised because I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting 700,000 range. And I know it's kind of cruel to say, oh my God, Steve, why would you wish that? Don't you want them to do good? Yes. But when an episode is bad, I'm not saying it was bad. Let me correct myself here. When an episode is below standard, I expect low numbers. Simple as that. I read that comment already. Sting needs to stop fly off shit. I swear the man had me scared he was dead. I guess you thought he was dead. Okay. Ruby promo was good. Yeah, she did her promo too. It was fine. I wouldn't go that far. Oh my God, it was amazing. Oh my God. No, don't lie to yourself. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Yeah, so we had to bring out the Painmaker because goddamn, we need to get something going, right? Oh my God, the fucking Painmaker. Oh my God. Tornado tag too. Holy shit, tornado tag. And I get what they were doing too. They were promoting the video game. There was weapons involved, right? Everyone talking about the fucking dive. The fucking dive that Sting did. Sting, our good old buddy, our good pal, Steve Borden. Old man Sting did a fucking dive off the top of a ladder. The man is 64 years old, yo. The man is 64 years old and did a dive off a ladder to the outside of the ring, landing on 2 tables. Well, he actually hit one, and that was on Sammy Guevara. And he landed. Yeah, thank you, Chase. He landed on Sammy's knee. I really liked the Ruby Soho promo. It was funny and crazy to see Sting dive off the ladder. Yes, it was. Listen, I thought this match was just all over the place. And again, they're promoting the video game, right? Darby with the skateboard, the ladder, the tables, right? The weapons and shit. Jericho bleeding near the end of the fucking match because for whatever reason he had to fucking bleed. But Sting diving off that fucking ladder. I've seen some people come on here and say, "Oh man, Sting, shouldn't have done that. Sting, needs to cut that all, like cut that out." Right? Sting said he wanted to do it and he thanks Tony Khan for letting him do it. Tony Khan needs to fucking realize that no, bro. There's sometimes you need to start saying no to your wrestlers, bro. Sometimes, bro, Tony Khan needs to just say no to his fucking wrestlers. It's okay to say no. It's okay. Let me ask you guys a question. Are you guys, let's assume for 1 second you're the promoter. You're going to let 64-year-old Sting, who barely takes bumps, you're going to let him take a dive off a fucking ladder? Now, it wasn't a high ladder at all, but the visual of it, oh my God, it's high as shit. It looked like it, right? Off the outside to a table? I know I wouldn't. And joining us here, Chase Oliver. What's going on, Chase?
Nothing much, Steve. Working on the office. We got some new stuff coming in, and they asked me, "Hey, Chase, you want to clean this out?" And I'm like, "What? We don't have people to do that." So they asked me.
Hey, man, I like that button-up shirt, man.
That's nice.
Exactly. So let me ask you this question, Chase. Your thoughts on Sting doing the dive off the table and landing on Sammy's knee?
That was the funniest scene last night. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
He tells Darby, he's like, "No, brother, I got this." And it's so far away. Like how like Sting's wrestled so many years. Darby Allin is like a master at like high spots and stuff. And same with Sammy. You don't think they would have noticed like Darby not just doing like a, "Hey, hold on 1 minute, Sting." Just go over to Sammy, go, "Eh," and then move the tables like just a little bit closer. Like you're asking a lot from Sting to make that jump, man. It was
you are.
crazy.
Now, I also have this other belief. I'm under the impression that Darby didn't know that Sting was going to jump off the ladder.
No, he knew. There's no way.
You think?
Yeah,
Because normally with a space like that, right? Normally that's a Darby dive. Normally Darby would be the one to take a dive. Again, the space between the ladder and the apron and all that stuff. But being that it was Sting, yeah, like you just said, they would have just moved the table just a little bit and then have Sting.
no, he knew. He knew.
Okay. But to me, listen, man, like I think Tony Khan needs to start saying no to his wrestlers. Start saying no. Don't be afraid, man.
Yeah,
You're the one.
he needs to be more of a parental figure and not more of a buddy figure, you know?
Yes, exactly. Reading some comments here as well. Sting needs to stop. He's gonna kill himself. I don't know what he's trying to prove.
He's doing it
I
for
don't
the
know.
love of the game, Romeo. You wouldn't understand. He loves this game. Wow.
He loves the business, man. Our good
He
old
loves the
buddy
business.
Steve Borden, man. People call him old and shit. It's like, no, watch this. Watch this.
Sting wants to prove a point.
And I can do this. I can do these dives just as better as your favorite indie darlings right now.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Jimmy. It's Sting's body and his choice.
Sting's body is it's his choice to do.
Yeah.
His body is choice.
Exactly. And that shirt is awesome, Chase.
Thank you, Romeo. You guys know I know how to dress. Come on, let's be real here.
Yes. Sting must have some terrible grandkids. He don't want to be around.
He probably don't want to be around his ex-wife.
That too. Oh wow. Forgot about that one. I think that was a receipt back to Sammy from Forbidden Door. I must have missed it.
What Sting jumping off the fucking ladder? Well, then he got the receipt right back because he landed right on Sammy's knee.
Yes. Okay. Another thing too, and what got to me, okay, he takes that dive, then he gets it back into the ring, and he keeps fighting. And mind you, I'm watching this. It's like, all right, it's 10 a.m. here. It's about to be 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 p.m. Can you imagine Dynamite on 8 a.m.? Holy crap. Nobody watching that hour. But it's 10 p.m. and they're still fighting. Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho. All right, this has to be it. It's over, right? Sting's going to tap out. They're going to continue this program. It's going to be Jericho and Sting in Wembley, most likely, right? Or in Boston. I don't know. And Sting gets to the ropes. He grabs his bat. They start bat fighting. They start fucking bat fighting. They start bat fighting, and there's a moment where I guess Darby throws Jericho onto the side of the ladder on the corner, and he starts bleeding for whatever reason. Starts to just cut himself. And again, you get to see the cut. You see the camera guy. Like, yo, for real.
Zooming in on Jericho as Jericho's about to blade.
Exactly. Like, bro, come on.
Jericho blading with TV time's 2 minutes left. That's hilarious.
Yes, bro. It was fucking ridiculous, bro. It was just fucking ridiculous. But they kept fighting. They kept going at it. Back and forth here. But eventually Sting, with the Scorpion Deathlock, picks up the W. He makes Jericho tap out.
Oh god, the young Sheldon viewers were upset. Did you see those that demo breakdown, Steve, where it was 700,000 people were watching it, and then it jumped to 810,000? That shows young Sheldon, man. I guess it gets the viewers for TBS, man. Sheldon viewers, they're like, "What's this? The fuck is this? The Painmaker? Sting? The hell?"
Yeah. Oh my god. What the hell?
Yeah, you don't see that 810,000 people tune into young Sheldon. Just let that sink in. 810,000 people tune back into wrestling, tune back into TNT when young Sheldon's on. Let's just keep that in perspective.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the show of Dynamite. I know you came on near the end, but let me just ask you your overall thoughts on the rest of the show. Anything you want to add? Anything,
Honestly, this was a really bad show. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no giving Tony Khan a pass. Oh, he just had Forbidden Door. No. Look, the theme is with Dynamite is that it's kind of like the old school WWF Raw, where it was oh, every show's a pay-per-view, can't miss attraction. When we have hardcore fans that we're friends with, Steve, aka Caden, say, I don't want to watch this show. That shows how bad this show was. And not even a hardcore fan like himself was willing to sit down and watch this show. And, I gave this show a chance, and oh man, it was boring. I didn't feel like any development happened except with the Elite and BC. Like, I feel like anything that's not the Elite / BCC is just like so like, whatever. Move on. And this blind tag team tournament, I'm actually excited for this. This is actually something that I'm personally excited for. But for me, I'm like, can we get the teams already? Can we announce more of the teams? Can we see the bracket? Like, this is something we're supposed to be excited about. Like, they have 2 tournaments going on, and I couldn't even tell you like what's going on either tournament. Like, yeah, it's just this episode was really bad. Like, good starting opening match, but if you don't really like Ishii or Moxley's style, some people were making fun of it. Yeah, this was just forgettable. It's a forgettable show. More people probably remember the Road to Elite storyline in the new AEW video game. So if they played it, so
yeah, I've seen a lot of people in my subscription box on the tubes doing their gameplays and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, guys, thank you for having me save my money here, because like, yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening, people. Also read another comment here. And the cube was on the cube.
Oh, the cube.
That's the Dwayne
so
Wade
more
show,
people
right?
were tuning in for the cube. I thought it was Young Sheldon. Oh, people won't miss Dwayne Wade that much.
I can't wait to see Swerve and Lee try to work together.
I think that's a genius idea. See, this is why I like this idea. A lot of people are hating this Tony Khan idea. I think this is one of the more genius ideas that he's had in a minute.
I will agree with that too. I will agree with that. I do think this is a very good concept. You put in people that don't get along with each other in a fucking in a tag team, and
yeah.
I can easily see Keith Lee and Swerve in the finals versus Adam Cole and MJF. And this is just to lead them to their world title program eventually. By the way, Fight Forever, Chase. I don't know if you knew it. I don't know if you knew this or not. Fight Forever game is out now.
I saw too much of it already. I don't know. I feel like this game is one of those that like it'll get better over time. Like, it's like kind of one of those like you want to wait until they make a lot of improvements. It just feels like right now this is still like a beta of some sorts where it's like, oh yeah, we got the game out, cool, awesome, but it's not worth $60 for me. So
yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't even have a gaming console anymore, so there's that too. But who knows? Maybe soon down, maybe after a couple of updates, we can probably do that on an ATP gaming, and we'll see. We shall see. But what else happened on the show? I think that was everything, man. Again, the show, if you missed it, you really missed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not even like, oh well, I didn't know Blood and Guts. You knew Blood and Guts was going to happen, so it's not like you really missed that much of the show. You didn't miss any of the Owen Hart tournament because Britt called in sick and stuff. So yeah, you didn't really miss much of this show. Like, the only thing you missed really is like a couple match announcements, but he announces that on Twitter anyway, so it's not like you're missing much. This show really felt like such a filler episode. We should have known this show was bad when Orange Cena was going to team up with Keith Lee and Big Kingo.
Like, bro, the same Britt Baker who says when she's sick or hurt,
Steve, how dare you talk to me like that? DMD, by the way. I don't know if you guys know. Steve, I was sick, okay? Thunder Rosa had opportunity after opportunity to come on the show, and she didn't. What kind of champion is that? I was actually legit sick, and I was caring for my coworkers. DMD, by the way, guys. Just want to remind you all that that's what I am. DMD.
Okay.
How dare you, Steve? Pissing off a new guest, Britt Baker, always on our show. This is ridiculous.
I know. Romeo asked you this question. What did Chase think of Jack Perry?
Well, Romeo, you want to know what I thought about Jack Perry? Well, it's like the air pollution in New York right now, huh? Yeah, man. I'm tapping the hottest bitch in this building.
And catching all those checks.
Oh, yeah. Cashing checks. It's like I said, you can have a great idea, but it does not matter unless the person can believe and can execute it. Jack Perry reminded me of Big Dog Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns first started as like a baby face and they didn't know what to do with him. But like after you got past the entrance and everything else, it was like, all right, Roman, it's time to cut a promo. He was all, and this was bad Roman Reigns. And I'm a big Roman Reigns fan. As you guys know, Tribal Chief, we the one, Civil War, going to be horrible to watch, but I can't wait till the Tribal Chief wins. Roman Reigns, he would come out and be like, Silver and succotash, son. Believe that. A big dog, a big show. I can't wait till you cross down the road. Why did Big Show cross the road, Steve? To get punched in the mouth by Roman Reigns. Believe that. Like, you cock his fist. It was like, what? This guy's. That's what Jack Perry reminds me of. Like, he just reminds me of, like, a big dog Roman. Remember Roman? He winked at the camera, too. He was like, you're a fool of a sniveling, sucker, succotash, son.
Yeah.
That's what Jack Perry felt like too. Like, he felt like he just is not comfortable on the mic. Like, honestly, he just needs to slow down. He just needs to slow down and bring the microphone up. Like, he's holding it like right here. You can barely hear him. He goes, "All right, guys, cut my music. Cut my music, man. Oh man. Oh, you need the wildfire affecting your air pollution. Oh, like, what are you saying? I can't even hear you." And then he's like mumbling half the time. And like, the thing is, I don't believe anything that he's saying. Like, I don't believe it's coming from his mouth. Like, it's just kind of like he's just saying stuff to say stuff. Like, he's just saying stuff like, oh, this will get a reaction. But then he'll say something like, he'll be all like, oh yeah, well, you guys betrayed me. No one else did but you guys. And then the fans barely get to boo. And he goes, yeah, and Hook, he's a loser like his dad. Yay, like his dad. And it's like, bro, you just stink. Get out of here. But yeah, he reminds me of Big Dog Roman when Roman first started cutting promos. And he was just like, yeah, and that WWE championship, it's like Jack and the Giant Beanstalk. I get my beans, I'm gonna grow the sprout, and I'm gonna become champions. Believe that.
Jake the Snake begging to be more involved in AEW. Why not have him coach heel Jack? What are we doing backstage? I said this
And
earlier.
also too, I think the one thing Jack Perry has down is facials. However, he doesn't cut a promo. Just have him come out. Remember when Ciampa's not really like the best promo cutter. Like, at the time when he turned heel, he wasn't like the best. He got better as it goes along. So it's like, kind of like, why don't you just have Jack Perry come out, just like stare at the crowd with the empty blank expression, and the fans just boo and chant him asshole. Do what Dom Mysterio does. Let the fans get more riled up and try to grab the mic, and then when they boo, go boo, and you're like, asshole, asshole, asshole. And then later on, he just says screw Hook. And then that's all he says. I would have been like, mission accomplished. Everything else just felt like, oh, this is what the internet's saying, so we got to do this storyline. Like,
Yeah. You think also the fact that there's another show and it's taking effect, it's affecting Dynamite in the process now with ratings like
no,
this, product like this.
I just think that this is how he books. He just books. He has his giant ass calendar. He has his fucking calendar. He goes like, oh, I have my calendar, and this is where it's all at, and everything like that. And that's gonna happen before the show. Like, he just doesn't know how to book on the fly. Like, that's just it. I don't want to blame Collision for anything, because really, to be honest, he's at a Rampage for like 2 years and stuff. The only difference is that Collision's going to feature a main act in CM Punk. That's the only difference. So
yeah, that too. We talked about Blood and Guts earlier. I know, like, they announced this before. I'm pretty sure, like, the fifth, it's gonna be 5-on-5, right? It's not gonna be 4-on-4. The way they made it seem like it's 4-on-4. The way they made it seem. People are saying Kota Ibushi. But then again, you're gonna have.
We've been waiting for Kota Ibushi for 3 years. Let's just give up on that dream.
Yeah, that too. Again, guys, overall, again, Dynamite, if you missed it, you missed it, bro. Nothing to go crazy about here. Another thing I want to say too, like, and I said this earlier too, if he's gonna be a heel now, we can't call him Jungle Boy no more. Just call him Jack Perry.
Yeah, just don't even add Hollywood here. I wouldn't even cast him in any movies on Vivo or whatever. What's that? Tubi. I wouldn't even cast him in a Tubi movie right now. So
yeah, neither would I.
Well, hey Steve, how's it going, man? Huh? Yeah. You haven't been running on the treadmill like me. Oh, yeah. No one's better than me. I'll top the biggest bitch here.
Oof.
All right.
Bryan Danielson has been working on AEW Collision booking to cover 7 weeks, and he is talking to different wrestlers about what to do on the show.
Well, let's hope one of those wrestlers isn't Wheeler Yuta.
Imagine, hey Wheeler, want to be on Collision?
Hey Wheeler. I'm thinking about booking you and Phil. Do you want to do that match? Phil, do you want to wrestle Wheeler? I don't want to, Dragon, but I'll fucking do it. Fucking ask me to, I'll fucking do it. All right, he'll fucking do it. It's gonna be thick, man. That's pretty much how Dragon probably books.
We're gonna give you guys 25 minutes and a half of just pure action, man.
25 minutes. Wheeler Yuta, CM Punk. Wheeler Yuta wins by knockout. What was that, Dragon? I mean, CM Punk wins via GTS, and then I want to lock into Anaconda Vice. I don't think he should tap out. No, he should fucking tap out. It's my fucking show. All right, Wheeler. Sorry, buddy. You're tapping out. Yeah.
All right, Wheeler. But it's okay, though, man. It's going to be great to be on TV. It's going to be the main event.
It will be the main event. 500,000 strong is going to be watching. It's going to be great.
Exactly. But that's going to be basically it here. Anything else you want to add on, Chase, that, you know?
No, not really. I mean, the world is cold. Better bundle up. Eddie Kingston. I like that lyric. So.
Yeah, me too. Yes. Will Chisholm writes here, the only person that could pull off Hollywood, the Hollywood gimmick was Hollywood Rock. Yes, he could.
Well, he felt like a Hollywood star, too, when he came out.
Yeah, that too. But that's going to be it for us this week, guys. I know, again, it's be a short episode, and look, we got this done under 45 minutes. Holy crap.
Oh,
amazing.
Man, that's crazy. Me and Okada went only 29 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. We want to thank you guys again for tuning in today for this episode. Of S.A.D. LA Knight is pulling that off too, Will. Okay, he is. Yeah.
Steve's been a big LA Knight fan. He loves Eli Drake. He was like, I remember Steve would be like, you know who's one of the best talkers? Eli Drake. Steve would be saying that shit.
Yeah, I was. I really was.
Yeah. Dude, before we had the clips, all the clips were Eli Drake clips. We had the dummy clip. We had the Facts and White clip.
On my old
on
my old Galaxy S3 phone, that used to be my fucking notification. That was the 4. It was the 4. It'd be like my text notification. Dummy. Yeah. So
Steve's pulling hard for LA Knight, huh, Steve?
Yeah, listen, I hope you win Saturday. Do I see it happening? I don't know, but I'm just happy.
Talk to you, Steve. I'm winning on Saturday.
Yeah. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I'm happy to finally be back.
Hit that subscribe button before Jungle Boy Jack Perry beats you up.
Exactly. You can follow Around the Point Network on Twitter at AT Point Network. Again, I'm just happy to be back. Glad. All right. Chase, let them know, where can they check you out?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68, and sometimes I upload some shorts on Chilling with Chase YouTube channel.
Yeah. Predictions will probably be tomorrow. Likely tomorrow, obviously. What the hell? Tomorrow, timing is to be determined. But tomorrow should be.
Yeah, Steve, I won't be available, unfortunately, but I'll and obviously, I got to mourn the bloodline. They're fighting. It's kind of ridiculous. But I can tell you my prediction: the Tribal Chief remains undefeated still. So.
Yeah, I'm going with that one too. I'm going with that one as well.
I'm surprised. I thought you were going to be like, oh, I'm going to reclaim Usos.
No. Come on. You can't, slap the hand that feeds you now.
Exactly. Yeah. Some people don't understand that.
Exactly. But with that being said, again, thank you all for tuning in. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteve. Follow Chase on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Yeah, and again, fly, steamer, fly, yo.
I should have been the thumbnail, Steve. You fucking piece of shit. Jungle Boy should have been thumbnail. Yeah.
Nah,
you know what, Steve? It's because you don't tap a bad bitch like me.
Nah, you know what I should have put there? Get ready to fly. That should have been the title of this. But
today, Jay Styles.
Get ready to fly.
Way high. You're gonna do it. No, nothing made for it. You're gonna crash and Styles in the made for it. Fly high now, like the worlds do.